Hi everyone, welcome to the third reading from the New Neighbours for the online book launch. In this video I'm going to be reading to you from the short story House Arrest, which I did previously post an excerpt from this story earlier in the week. In case you missed it, I'm going to be reading that again today. I'm sorry if you have already read this excerpt. I've gone through this story thoroughly before today, and I just feel that all other parts of the story, unfortunately, will give away too much of the story, which I don't want to do before people read it. Of course, I don't want to spoil it. So in case you did miss that excerpt that I posted earlier in the week, I'm just going to read it for you again. Here we go. So this story is about Adrienne. She lives by herself with a German Shepherd named Sam, and I can't give too much away. I'm sorry. It's another sinister short story. Okay, here we go. Adrienne switched off the television set, and without its lively stimulation, the house was silent. Sam stirred and lifted his head. Adrienne stood up from the couch and coaxed him through the kitchen to the back landing, unlocking the barred iron gate and letting him back down the stairs. She locked the gate again behind him and returned to the kitchen to wash her coffee mug. A loud rustling shook the bushes outside, and Adrienne froze. She reached over and switched on the spotlight, which shone over the back steps, and stepped cautiously out onto the back landing again. Sam was standing alert by the fence, his nose pressed to the wire. The air was chilly. Adrienne tightly folded her arms. There was a vacant block next door where twisted gum trees stood tall and the ground was overrun with shrubbery. The area took on a gloomy presence at night. Anyone could hide there, thought Adrienne. On the other side of the block stood an abandoned house built of post-war weatherboard like Adrienne's. She had taken a walk over there once. The worn back steps creaked loudly under her featherweight. The police caution tape was loosely wound around the banisters, blowing in the breeze. The windows were wide open, leaves and twigs blown all the way through the living room area inside. The place had belonged to an elderly man who was murdered during the night. The home nurse had found him in the morning, his fingers cut off and missing along with the expensive rings he had worn. Jonathan and his team of detectives were placed in charge of investigating the murder-robbery, and in their hunt for suspects, a group of local thugs came to their attention. John had been so close to bringing them in. There you go. It may have been a little bit extended on the post that I shared earlier this week. I hope that you enjoyed. That was House Arrest, the third short story in the New Neighbours collection. I will see you again. My next post is going to be with my first special guest author, MC Dalton. Okay. So we will see you again very, very soon. I think I'm a little bit out of whack with the time frame, so I'm not going to say what time I'm actually going to be posting that. It is going to be the next post though, so I'll see you then.